Today, let's have fun with charcuterie boards. So part of my ongoing charcuterie board series and my Christmas holiday series today, I'm going to be showcasing for you how to make Santa Claus and how to delight your guests or any party that you attend with your stunning contribution to the food feast. Now, I'm actually choosing to make this on a smaller board, as you can see the size, because the last time that I made this, I made it on a large board and there were so many vegetables that it was overwhelming. So I like to create, delight, and not have a whole lot of leftovers. Although I'm going to share with you what I do with my leftovers. So let's get started. Now, one thing that I love about this recipe is it's not super complicated. There aren't a lot of ingredients. So it's basically plain hummus. You can use store-bought. I actually made my own because I keep hummus around all the time. Pitted black olives. I'm using the Trader Joe's brand, pitted black olives. 30 cherry tomatoes. 3 large red bell peppers. 1 container of mini mozzarella balls drained and patted dry. 2 bags of cauliflower florets and 18 crackers, and then a bag of broccoli florets. Now, I'm going to cut all my vegetables up. You can buy them pre-done, but I don't. I just am going to cut them up. And then you can use the crackers of your choosing. I have these savory gluten-free from Trader Joe's, the thin mini crackers that I always keep these on hand, but I will be making some more of my famous rosemary almond flour gluten-free crackers as well. I have to work a little harder on these because I want to keep these from browning because they are a part of Santa's hat. Now, as you can see here from Santa Claus, some of the things are pre-done, the ingredients that I mentioned. We have our black olives, which the black olives just go right down here. For basically Santa's boots. We've got the hummus, which is going to go right here and make the face. I've got the red cherry tomatoes that line around here, which are basically his Santa suit, as well as his mouth and his nose. And then I also have little tiny mozzarella balls, which are going to make his hat. And this part is actually the cauliflower. And so now all I really need to do in terms of prep is to slice my red peppers, do my broccoli, and my cauliflower. So I'm just going to slice my red pepper, peel out all the seeds and the innards, and then I'm just going to slice this very thin. And honestly, as small as I am making this charcuterie board, I might need to cut these even in half this way. All right, I'm guessing that's all we're going to need on the red pepper. And then the broccoli, I'm going to kind of just do the same. I'm going to cut the main part of the stem off. Now, if you've watched any of my bone broth or soup recipes, you know that I save these stems. I throw them in a bag in the freezer, and then I just take those out when I'm ready to make bone broth, and it seasons extremely well. It just adds extra nutrients and all the good stuff. And my black lab loves to eat these, so I give him those as a little treat. So again, I'm just going to cut these up because, as you can see, they are the greenery as if Santa is under the Christmas tree. So again, we're making this pretty small, so I don't need a whole lot of them, but I'd rather have too many than not enough. And then, as I mentioned, whether I'm serving this just for my family or whether it's a party that I'm hosting or I'm taking it, when I get home, I scoop up all the vegetables that are left over and I throw them in one of my Ziploc bags, my silicone Ziploc bags, or a jar or something, and then I will use those in soup. I will use those in, a lot of different recipes that I can do. All right, cutting that off the cauliflower, we're basically going to do the exact same thing to the cauliflower. We're just going to get it cut up into small pieces. Now, the trick, because I'm making a smaller board, is to make sure that these are big enough that somebody will eat them, because the goal, of course, is not just to create the board that looks good. The goal is also to create the board and food that people will eat. So I need to make sure that these are big enough for people to use them. Not so tiny that they look nice on the board, but they're just little tiny pieces like that might not go so well. But again, I'll put those on there. I'll fill it all in. People will take what they want. And I know for me, sometimes I pick off the charcuterie and vegetable trays to make a salad or something like that, even when I'm at a party. So, all right, so there we have our vegetables. Hopefully that's enough. Let's move over here to our board and start assembling. Now, I recommend taking this out a little bit ahead of time, depending on how thin it is. But we're just going to start, just like I'm doing here, we're just going to start and make Santa's face. And I'm just using a little spatula. And again, I want to get enough hummus on there, so I might make it a little thicker. The idea is for people to eat the hummus. Now, I will tell you, the leftover hummus that I have, I always put in a little cute bowl, and I will put it next to the charcuterie board so that people have access to it. All right, there is Santa's face. Now we're going to put in 2 eyes. Find a small cherry tomato for his nose. And then I'm going to make a little lip down here with the hummus so that I can put his mouth in there and leave just enough space. As you can see here, I'm leaving the space for the cauliflower so we can fill that in for his beard. And that part I might do with some of the little smaller ones so that it fits in there. Let's see how we did with our peppers. Do I need to cut those? Yes, I most likely do. So we're just going to cut those in half, each of these. Now you may want to cut the little curvy off. Let's see how that does. See Santa coming together. So there is Santa's hat. Leave a little bit of space there. Now I'm going to put just a tiny bit of hummus under there because the hummus kind of works like a glue or a paste, if you will. It's going to help keep these little mozzarella balls stuck in there. You can see in this, in the, hopefully you can see that, the actual board that they use has a lip on it. This particular board that I have doesn't have a lip on it, but again, kind of like if you haven't watched my video that I did on how to put together a charcuterie board, like the tools and little tips, you got to let go of perfection. Your goal is just to have a great time with all that it is that you're doing. All right, now we're going to add the Christmas tree pieces around. And again, this is probably a case where I could have put hummus down underneath all the rest of it too. And a lot of times what I do, I will bring most of this done, and then I always know that I have to fill in around it when I arrive at the party. When you're doing it at home, obviously, you don't have that same issue. And again, as I like to say, I love doing this channel. It is my inner Rachel Ray, channeling my inner Food Network Rachel Ray. One of the things that people don't always know about me, but a lot do, that when, people will ask, like, what's your secret desire if you could do anything? I always said I'd be a celebrity chef on Food Network. And one of the reasons I like Rachel Ray is because she, like me, is not professionally trained. She learned the skills of kitchen work with her grandmother and her mom, and, just getting in there and doing things. Now we're just going to fill in those pieces. I can tell you this for sure. This particular board, I would probably only do this one at home. I would not try to take this one out with me. We're going to fill in his beard, and then we're going to fill in his boots. I am going to put some hummus down here for the glue. And the other thing that you can do is let your guests know that there's hummus everywhere. They may be able to see it, is that it won't go to waste. You just let them know, hey, there's hummus. See, in this particular case with his boots, his shoes here, you can see the hummus under. I drained the olives, so I'm just going to put those in there. And then you'll have to let me know who did it better. This board book author? Probably. She's a professional. She's got a professional photographer, and she's good enough to have a book published. And I'm believing I'm good enough to have a book published too, and maybe I will at some point. Now we're going to fill in the cherries. I almost don't have enough on this side to do the cherries, but I'm going to do the same thing that I did before, and that is I'm going to put some hummus on it. I'm going to have to make some more hummus if I'm going to have the hummus to set alongside of it as I serve. Although this particular board, we're not taking anywhere. This is just for family. So we'll be enjoying this and I don't have to worry about that. My family is used to, I don't want to say the make do stuff, but they're used to those particular things that come up where it's like, okay, oops, dropped that one. My Black Lab Bruno vacuum cleaner will be along shortly. All right, here's my board. And do you know what I'm realizing? I totally forgot the crackers. So I'll be serving the crackers in a bowl. Oh, I forgot to put his cauliflower eyebrows on. I better do that. And there you have it. Santa Claus now has bushy eyebrows. Whew. So that's my Santa Claus charcuterie board. And I ask you, who did it better? I'm going to try to showcase this for you, and then I'm going to try to pick it up. There's the book. There's my board. It's not perfect. It may not be Instagram worthy in terms of perfection of a photo, but I'm super proud of it, and I know that it's going to look fabulous on a table somewhere. Let's see if I can hold this just enough that you can see it better. I'm Jackie Elmer. Grab my guide over at lowertoxiclife.com. Make sure you tune in on Tuesdays for my Kitchen Confidential live cooking show. And here's to happy holidays and happy charcuterie board making for you.